seen a lot of you guys don't like me anymore, and that's okay, because I have Kush. But for real, I seen a lot of people saying, "Wow, dude, take your loss like a man." And I don't get that. I don't understand that. Take your loss like a man. I lose every day. I went to jiu-jitsu and trained hard today. And guess what? I got submitted. I lost. I slapped that dude's hand. I said, that was sick, brother. So I don't understand what you guys saying. There's difference between, you know, there's a lot I want to say, but I'm trying to figure out a formula how to say it and give you guys context to where my thoughts. In fighting, on paper, I'm 12-1. I lost August 15th. I'm 12-1. And you guys, for some reason, and in my head, I didn't lose shit. I'm 12-0. I didn't lose. And you guys are like, well, you lost. I get it. I get that I lost. But mentally, I didn't lose. You guys go rewatch that fight. I was about to start beating his ass. And you guys, yeah, but you didn't. And you're right. I didn't. But if you watched, if you guys don't know what a calf kick is, go watch me kick his calf hard. That shit hurts. I've been calf kicked. I've been dropped by calf kicks in sparring a long time ago. I remember the first time I ever got calf kicked was, I think, by John Moraga. I'm like, oh my God, that hurts really bad. It doesn't do what made my foot do. What happened to my foot, I got kicked on the nerve, on this nerve right here. And Cheeto's like, yeah, I won. I calf kicked him. It's just, that's not what happened. Did he get lucky? Yes. Did he win? Yes. He kicked this nerve in my ankle. I had an ankle brace on. I had my coach loosen it up right before we walked out. I'm like, this shit's too tight. The nerve gave me drop foot, and then I sprained my ankle like 4 times. And people talking shit like, you're a pussy. Dude, I'm the same guy that fought with a broken foot, a Liz Frank surgery, a pretty major surgery for 3 minutes. So I was out there just rolling my ankle trying to knock this dude out. Did he win? Yes. Am I undefeated? Yes. Mentally, I'm 12-0. I didn't lose shit. I was dominating that fight. I felt superior in there until my foot gave out. I know you guys, I probably sound stupid, but that's okay. Because look at me. I'm a little not that smart, eh? But I am kind of that smart because you're watching this video. And guess what? I get paid to make videos. So you guys commenting on all my shit, hating, you get me paid. So thank you. And I want to give you guys free shit for talking shit. Because I get paid either way. You guys watch it, I get paid. Doesn't matter. It's funny how the fans can flip on you like that. But I kind of like this bad guy role. I'm not opposed to it. So there's a couple real Sugar fans out there. I appreciate you guys. Just wanted to get that off my chest. If you guys watch the video, his toe hit this nerve, freak accident.
The main event, Anthony Smith, Alexander Rakic. The beating he took, Anthony Smith, the beating he took from Glover Teixeira is one of those that you wonder about, will a fighter ever be the same guy? It was one of those. This is a quick turnaround. But one thing to keep in mind with the Glover Teixeira fight, he was fighting a great fight until he got hurt and the fight kind of switched around on him. He was fighting a perfect fight. Combinations looked good. He was accurate. He was piecing Glover up. I was like, man, this is a mismatch. And then boom, he got hit and got hurt, and everything went downhill from there. So the problem is Rakic has that kind of power. He can take you out. He's rangy. He's tall. He's powerful. He gets lazy with the lead hand, meaning he lets it float kind of low. So he's vulnerable to the right hand over the top, which is a great punch for Anthony Smith. He's a fast starter. He doesn't keep the pressure on very well. Against Volkan Oezdemir, which was Rakic's last fight, which a lot of people thought he won, he exploded early, didn't do well with the leg kick, and had these lags where he would explode and either do damage or Oezdemir would block it and ride it out, and then he'd take a break and let Oezdemir back into the fight. And that's why the fight went Oezdemir's way, is he didn't keep the pressure on for an entire round, either physically or tactically. Meaning you can keep the physical pressure on, just staying in a guy's face, and judges will see that you're the aggressor. Or you throw a lot of punches and hurt somebody and be the aggressor. But you've got to keep it on for 5 minutes. He had these kind of fits and starts in that fight. And that cost him in rounds. Even if you thought he won, his inability to keep the pressure on the whole time. I think he's going to have to keep it on Anthony Smith for a while. The fast start can be good or bad. Remember, this is a 3-rounder, not a 5-rounder. So maybe he starts fast and banks 2 rounds, and that's enough for him. But if you're Rakic, you do want to start quickly because Smith is coming off a big beating. You want to get in his head, make him feel that pain, and wonder, man, is this going to be a repeat of my last fight? Psychologically, will it hang out? In the first round, that's when you test that. That's when you see if your opponent is, mentally back to where he was. Don't let him get a slow start and work back up and warm up. No, get on him, bring the nightmares of the last fight right in front of his face and make him deal with it. So I think a fast start is a good thing. He doesn't want to, blow all his energy in the first round against a guy like Anthony Smith, who is a veteran and can come back and has a lot of physical tools.
You just finished your face-off with Rakic. What did you look and see inside his eyes when you guys were standing toe-to-toe on stage?
I seen a guy who's ready. He's ready. He's not. He didn't look nervous. He didn't look shook or anything. So that's what I expected, and that makes me happy. It means he's going to come ready, and he's not going to have any excuses.
And we're seeing those rare occasions where it's a 3-round main event. Looking back on things, do you prefer 3 rounds, or would you have rather had 5?
Honestly, I think 5 rounds favors me. But I think that, with us being short notice main eventers, I think that changes the entire training camp. It's not like I'm not in shape for 5 rounds. It just changes everything tactically. It changes how the first and the second round go. So we have a pretty strict game plan, and it was kind of too late to change it. So we just went with the 3 rounds, and Rakic agreed. So.
Now let's talk about the outlook of your division. September 12th, a big fight. Thiago Santos against Glover Teixeira. September 26th, vacant light heavyweight championship bout. We're going to see Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz. What do you have to do to perform to get yourself in the title equation? Do you think that with a great performance Saturday evening, you're right there for the next title shot, or you're maybe 1 or 2 fights away?
I think it depends on what happens with those other 2 fights. If someone gets hurt in the Blachowicz-Reyes fight, that kind of pushes everybody back. And if Thiago Santos and Glover go out there and have a snooze fest and it's not very exciting, and I go out and have an emphatic finish, I think I have an opportunity to jump the line. But I also respect the game. So if Glover beats Thiago, it's going to be one of those situations where I got to sit down and shut up and just let Glover go do his thing. If Thiago wins, there's a small argument there. So I think we just have to see what happens with those guys and then just get through Rakic.
You finally got your title shot, but of course it's against Dominic Reyes, not John Jones. Were you surprised when he vacated his belt?
No, I'm just happy. I'm happy that the fight will be for the title. It's Dominic Reyes. He's also a really good fighter, one of the best in the world. So we deserve both to have this chance, and we got it. So I don't think about John Jones right now. He don't exist for me right now. I'm thinking only about Dominic Reyes.
And yeah, before John vacated his title, there were discussions maybe they were going to do a rematch between John and Dominic. So maybe this wasn't a bad thing for you, right? Because maybe they were going to pass you over for the title shot.
Yeah, but I know that after when I knock out Corey Anderson, I knew that my next fight will be for the title. I just have to wait for the time for the opponent. And that's it. So I don't have to accept any different fight. If they will do the rematch, I can wait for them, and after the rematch, they will give me the title shot. So, but they don't do the rematch. I've got my chance to beat Dominic Reyes for the title.
Is part of you bothered at all that it's not John, or you don't care? It's more about the belt?
No, I don't care right now. I believe that in future I meet John Jones anyway. So right now, only Dominic Reyes is in my head, and like I told you before, I don't think about John Jones. He doesn't exist for me right now.
Fair enough. And I'll ask you one more question before I talk about Reyes, because you said you'll meet him in the future. So you think maybe he can come back to light heavyweight later?
I think that he will come back to 205 in the future. And if not, I can go to heavyweight also, no problem for me, and catch him over there. But like I told you, I don't think about him. Dominic Reyes, only about
Yeah.
him right now.